Hi YouTube, hope you're doing well. I've got just a funny little, not funny, but I've got a cool little run to show you today. It's a 3-note per string, kind of E-Spanish kind of sound. A lot of times on the channel we do something like this, which is cool. And that's just 3-1-0, 3-1-0, 3-1-0, 2-1. And then the second half I'm not going to show you now because it's going to be in the main lick. But I'm here in hotel quarantine and I figured out something very, very basic. Basically, so we can do 3 notes per string on all the strings. So let me play you a little lick and then let me show you how to play it and we'll talk about why I think it's cool and some variations and ways to take this basic little germ of an idea and take it further. So this is the main lick. Something like that. One more time slowly and then I'll show you the notes. I happen to have a pick in my hand there, and this obviously can be played with or without pick. The thing that actually inspired it is because I've been listening to some traditional proper flamenco lately and hearing these blindingly fast runs that some of the guitars were doing. Paco de Lucia and other famous flamenco guitarists, unbelievably fast runs with just the fingers, so that inspired me to practice that kind of thing myself. I'm not saying that's blindingly fast, I'm saying that's the kind of lick I've been trying to put together. And I realized you want to have 3 notes per string with this one that I did before, because that's 3 notes per string, 3 notes per string, 2, 3, 3. And even just having one string that had only 2 notes instead of 3 was not optimal in my opinion for what I was trying to do the other day. So let me show you. On the E string, it's just 5-4-1. I'll say that again. E string 5-4-1. B string 5-3-1. G string 4-2-1. D string 3-2-0. A string 3-2-0. G string 4-1-0. I will put that, as I always do with my lessons, in a tab on my Patreon page, but this one's nice and easy, so I can also probably put most of it down in the comments of this video. So I'll give a little free tab for this one, and then for variations and stuff, it's going to be easier to go to Patreon because there's only so much tablature you can do in a YouTube comment section with basic typing instead of an actual tab program. Obvious variations, obvious ideas are playing a slightly more complex pattern. For example, I might go 5-4-1, 4-5. Obviously, I'm just going from the highest note of each string, down, down, up, up. So I'll just quickly tell you the notes, even though I think you get it. 5-4-1, 4-5, next string. 5-3-1, 3-5. Next string 4-2-1, 2-4, next string 3-2-0, 2-3, next string again 3-2-0, 2-3, and then 4-1-0, 4-5. So patterns. Often here on YouTube I show the patterns in kind of perfect symmetry. I do love playing that has perfect symmetry, like what I just showed you then. When I say symmetry, I mean like exactly the same pattern on every string. That kind of thing really appeals to me. It always has from a young age, from my heavy metal roots, fast shredding patterns. And also when I was a youngster and I was struggling with certain aspects of guitar, one of the, for example, sight reading I struggled with, ear training I struggled with, but one thing was that if there were just tabs full of lots and lots of notes, patterns on the strings, I could understand those and I could get good at just from practice without necessarily having talent, which I never had. So I love the patterns, but we can also mix them up. So I might go. So that's starting from the high. 5-4-1, 4-5, obviously going from the higher notes to the lower notes and back. But then we might, on the next string, go from the lower notes to the higher. And continue the pattern, high to low, low to high. Before, I was sometimes finishing on just a normal E major chord. If you don't know, the one where you just put the pinky down at the 3rd fret of the D string, that's like the best E chord ever. That's like a very flamenco chord. So what I've just shown you there is kind of like a double symmetry where we go one pattern, next pattern, one pattern, next pattern. Obviously, you can and should chop anything I show you up into countless patterns. I will put some of those on Patreon. I'll make just a bit of a list of a few exercises. Sure, you can learn those exercises, but I always, you've heard me say this a million times if you've followed me for any length of time, it's all about you creating your own patterns. So I don't know, you might go, who knows what creative, simple thing you'll come up with. Of course, you can change some of the notes, chop and change. Everything I ever show you is just designed to be an idea, and then you take that idea and you chop and change it and you do something new with it and you create your own unique music. So that's enough for today. Come on to Patreon if you want more, and I thank you very much, and I hope you're practicing your guitar. See ya.